teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Ohio State College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Bringing it out. It's John. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The Wolverines offense comes onto the field for the first time today. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk. And that means one team which won a conference championship is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today.
Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards. From their own 7, is now second and long. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Of course, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. And he's able to get the boot away. Returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. The Buckeyes offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Let's check out the impact players in this game for guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. They're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
Moved over the quarterback off the RPO. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Second down after that previous play. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness for getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Really good decision here by the quarterback. He ran through his primary target, wasn't there, threw it away to prevent the sack and keep them in field goal range. Smart play.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down. Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Touchdown, Buckeyes, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's John. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Pass rush closing in. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. Let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Trying to get the throw off. He'll just throw that one away to avoid a bit of a sack. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, helping just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy called for a deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Quick pass, the catch is made. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
It's a toss play to the right. He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good batter. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Gives it to the back. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
And that's good, tough running here on this third down by the back. The defense was locked in on stopping the run, but kudos to this running back for navigating where that hole was and hitting it hard for the yards he needed.
The Buckeyes looking to finish the drive here. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Boy, this defense is just getting manhandled at the line of scrimmage. They just loaded up in that goal line formation and pushed their way into the end zone.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? First down, we'll get a throw the ball. Oh, that one's picked off.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to throw it on first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. That completion makes it second and medium. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. An outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his second touchdown alone here in the first half.
On third down, he drops to throw. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. That play more than enough for a first down. Sets him up at the 24. The Buckeyes with first and 10 here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time. The incompletion makes it second and 10 from the 24. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to scramble. He breaks free. Tough to show by the sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Off the loss, it's second and goal from the 11.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this first and goal. They attack.
No stopping him on that one. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's John. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick in the very first play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. Let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
Finding space at the 20. Tackled at the 35. Good enough for a first down. Well, Kurt, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. We've reached the end of 1 in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Quick completion to the tight end. They stop him, but it's a first down. This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. Strong defensive effort. They've got him behind the line. He'll lose 5 yards. Defense swarms him on that first down play. Now they come up second and 15 after the loss. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw to his receiver. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Michigan, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Well, the back has been busy, but very little to show for it tonight. That defense has been all over the running game. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the wideout goes in motion. They'll try the right side on the toss. He gets loose. Here he goes. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
The old toss play, man. This is a play that used to be so popular in college football when teams ran out of the I formation. Nowadays, you can pretty much run the toss out of almost any formation. But the key is still sealing the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle. Got to seal the edge to be able to allow your back to get to the corner.
He finds the running back in the flat. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He lets it go. Over the middle, it's Jennings. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now. The Buckeyes line it up with 1st and goal.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. But the fourth quarter really starts to wear you out.
No gain makes it 2nd down and goal from the 5. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looks to the left, pass caught, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, this defense coordinator better adjust to this receiver. All they did was give him the ball in space, and you can see what he can do after the catch. One defender will not slow this receiver down today. You better bracket him or use double cover.
No problem with BAT right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone. It's John. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Here comes a handoff. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. First down and 10 now. Handoff from the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Running out of time in the pocket. Just trying to get rid of it. Just flings it out of bounds with pass rush closing in.
I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback.
They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. That's exactly what they did right here.
The Wolverines will have to kick it away. He's going to try to return the punt. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. They finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return, and that means good starting field position for this drive. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Taking a shot deep down the right side. And it's caught outside the 10 and still going. And a huge gain. They finally bring them down at the 11.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
All of a sudden, that one explosive play has set the offense up inside the red zone. They mix it up with a run. Going absolutely nowhere, the loss of the play. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Pass caught, can he get in? He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line. A timeout is called, important stage late here in the second quarter.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Receiver in motion now. Now they'll run it on the toss. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up fourth down and short. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. They'll make an adjustment for this important play. The offense already has one fourth down conversion. They do it for a second time. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a fourth down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Oh, what a grab! That'll pick up the first down. He's brought down to the 21. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry up. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. Pulls it in. It's way out. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking for the wideout. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage. It pays for it.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Pressure is coming. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He's in the clear. End zone ahead. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Oh, come on, ref. Give it to him. What a huge run. He takes it all the way down to the 1-yard line. And you can tell once he...
And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, we're only a few ticks from halftime. And doesn't it feel like this thing's already over? Just a first-half beatdown to be remembered. This is going to be a fun locker room at halftime.
And they tack on the extra point. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone to begin the drive at the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. The pocket break. Catch made on the left side. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. Defense is coming after him. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
That's the third sack now, and we're not even to halftime. The offense is losing. They're getting whipped up front at the line of scrimmage. The offensive coordinator better make some adjustments, or this thing could snowball.
Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. And the Wolverines will kick this away to begin the second half. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Gets it out quickly to the left side. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
He escapes the pocket. The receiver grabs him. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Quarterback heading right, trying to create on the move. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He's running out of time here. Looking right, this one caught. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here, so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third.
Breaks into the clear. Past the 20. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Ohio State. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
Now the important point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Where's the second down play?
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. The Wolverines pick up enough to get a 1st down there. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They keep beating the running back, but he's had nowhere to go tonight. They've been dominant with the line of scrimmage. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Back's got it again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, here we are in the second half, and this run defense is living up to their billing as a top 10 run defense. This running back can't get anything going and is still yet to break 20 yards on the ground for the game.
Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. That one lands and bounces out of bounds. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. Toss play. Back heads to his right. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, Frank.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. 1st down and more. He's still running. And that play moves the ball across midfield. 1st down now from the 42.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Play action here on 1st down. Bringing pressure. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
There's a nice play by this defense after giving up a huge gain. They're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
Looking deep down the left side. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Bringing it out, it's John. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. It's a shotgun run call. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Now it's second down here.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
They punted 4 times already, on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Gets some space around the 30. And they'll bring him down, but this on. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The pass rush closing in. They've got him. Again, he couldn't escape.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarter.
Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, nearly an interception down there in the end zone. Could not quite hold on. It'll bring up 4th down now. So even on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. So they get the 3 points, but this remains a large deficit.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. They finally make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play to wrap up this third quarter. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kurt. These playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle with a shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. So 1 quarter away from wrapping up an impressive CFP victory. Let's get back to the final period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's stopped after a game. Yards, so 2nd and 6.
Fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Big man finally brought down by the quarterback. That was a tough assignment. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. On the move now. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Oh, he makes the catch. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. They're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Hey, I get the passing of football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
They'll stop him short of the line to gain. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks left and finds his target there. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that ball.
The freshman brings him down quickly.